mark out indecency right there. What's your name, dear?
Catherine Robertson.
Okay, I got you.
I got you. All right, I will call this November 14th regular school board meeting to order. If we could all recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If I could get a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Make it a motion.
Second.
Motion second, any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. All right.
Jump it down front, we'll do our recognition, please. On behalf of the Giles County School Board, we have a couple of recognitions we'd like to make. First, we would like to recognize Colton Moyd for his accomplishments and dedication. First place FFA award in extemporaneous public speaking. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Body high. Somebody. There she is.
1, 2, 3.
Congratulations, Colton. Don't let me hang. Good job. We're proud of you.
Congratulations, buddy.
Next, we would like to recognize two individuals for being recognized as Employee of the Month. First, we'd like to recognize Michael Painter as the School Transportation Employee of the Month for November, and Stacey Mullins as the School Nutrition Employee of the Month for November. So congratulations to them as well.
All right. The next item on our agenda is public comments, and I will just remind everyone that we allow public comments. Everyone gets 4 minutes. Dr. Arbogast will keep the time on that, and just want to make sure that folks refrain from discussing personnel items or naming specific students during public comments. So with that, I will call up in David and Bendy Schrader. If you could have 4 minutes separately, 4 minutes separately each, or 4 minutes together.
I'm probably not. I guess I'm going to do all the speaking. So, first, let me say I'm going to show a few things, and that way it won't take quite as much time. I'm going to give you guys a good look at this, and then a good look at this, and okay. So my name's Bendy Schrader. I'm here to openly discuss a situation that affected my daughter and is still obviously creating issues and problems. First, I'd like to explain the difference to those attending as well as those viewing online. The individuals on this side of the table are your school board administration. The 5 individuals here are elected by the citizens of the county to listen, investigate, and achieve a possible resolution to any issues one may have concerning their children, the employees of the school, administration, and so forth. What the majority of the tax-paying voting citizens are not aware is that almost all issues that arise, you guys are never made aware of for them to even be addressed. Many times these issues that are affecting your child are addressed by one that has the sole power of deciding fate and future for your child and their style of education. Not only that, but a decision pertaining to 2 different students can produce a different outcome even with the same exact circumstances. The power over your child is greater than the President of the United States has. How do I know this? Because I have a personal experience. Over the past years, I've been an advocate and contacted numerous times over IEPs and 504 processes for a child. Why did they contact me? Because I was once where they are and someone helped me learn the rules for my daughter. This book that I showed you contains months of documentation, including testing, as well as emails concerning my child's need for a 504 plan. Even after receiving a 504, she was subject to discriminating factors, such as being left in a room and forgotten by herself for over an hour, subject to being called out in the room about her accommodations. And again, I did the protocol thing, but nothing was taken seriously until I went through with everything that someone told me about. I went through the proper chain of command. The principal told me I would never get help for my child. I contacted the administration, who informed me it was the principal's school and that he was able to make the decisions. What? My child was refused testing first and then told that it would be 6 months before they could test her. I took her to Virginia Tech, which proved our suspicions that she had a learning disability. Again, refused assistance, also told that the school did not take other testing. I contacted Virginia's Child Advocacy Group, who in turn represented my child and advised the school administration that they were in violation of the No Child Left Behind Act and would no longer receive any state or federal funding until you're in compliance. Had the school board members known, I would hope that this would have not have been a big issue. It only took 3 hours from that point for my daughter to get the services she was entitled. Seems crazy to me that any child should be denied services that would enhance their ability to learn. Now, did those current school board members know anything about it? Only one, because I contacted her directly. This has been years ago, keep in mind. One person knew. This is something that the members should be aware of, but another incident where a child was wrongfully treated and those elected to represent them were never even notified of the situation. What is going on, and where do we get the administrative power to play Russian roulette with lives and the future of our children? My child was put into a battle that she did not ask for, but she eventually won. She beat the odds because someone stood up for her, and I vowed I would do the same for kids in the same situations. These children can succeed in life, and like mine, even go on to get a master's degree. Over the past few years, children have been denied testing, been told testing from other sources are not accepted, and asked to opt their child out of IEPs and 504s that cannot be done unless they're tested out. That was a stack of messages and emails from individuals who have encountered me just this week. How many of you sitting in those 5 chairs know about any of these students? Slim to none, I'm sure. Parents depend on you for help and guidance when these issues arise. Let's not forget about the teachers who notice each of their students and fight to help them, sometimes on their own time. I'm using my husband's time. It is so hard to see the teacher turnover ratio that our school system has. However, if you take a moment just to talk with them, you'll find they're faced with the same issues as us parents. 2 teachers, same circumstances, 2 different outcomes, 2 different protocols. Protocol that has to be followed both ways. I invite the school board members to become involved and know what is going on quietly. Every situation should be documented and reported to each of you. One person should not be able to make a life-altering decision when the protocol only could go one way. Get involved. Contact people. Know what is going on in your school system. Giles County should not be the only district that has their own way of doing things. Where the children of this county are concerned, there's only one way to do things, the right way.
Thank you.
My suggestion would be, if I were to go any further, is that there be a sign-up sheet on the front that when somebody comes to visit, if I come to visit and I say Bendy Schrader was here on this day to see somebody regarding my daughter, that you guys would be able to see that check-in sheet and say, okay, well, she was here on this day, or so-and-so was here on this day, and maybe we need to talk to them, so that you guys are aware. I know you guys get blamed for a lot that you don't know.
Thank you very much. All right, next up to random draw, Ms. Cora Taylor.
Good evening. My name is Cora Taylor, parent of a junior at Giles High School. I wanted to address the board this evening regarding the situation involving my daughter several months ago. As I had hoped it would be put to rest, but since we seem to still be talking about it at an administrative level and involving everyone but the alleged victim, I felt it was time for me to speak up. If you aren't aware of my position on a college campus, it is in advocacy, meaning I work pretty closely with the Title IX office to provide support for alleged victims. We receive reports or a complaint and we provide support. We don't investigate and we don't question the alleged victims. Being that you are a public school, you are required to follow the same guidelines as every other institution receiving federal dollars. With that being said, I hope that you can hear me clearly tonight when I say to you that this is not about the alleged perpetrator. Rather, this is about your mishandling of the situation. For those of you that have or have not reviewed the film, I'm so glad that what you see on film without audio gives you the right to know how that conversation made my 16-year-old daughter feel. To be approached by someone that she did not know, singled out in a cafeteria, and then touched twice. Yes, I know, you're so adamant that it wasn't an inappropriate touch. Please do yourself a favor and look up your sexual harassment definitions and let me know if it speaks on unwanted touching. As it should, because then you would know that unwanted touching is unwanted touching, and it doesn't matter where you're touched. In addition, as a person of authority, they are in a position of authority which creates a power and control relationship. Therefore, my student, who is a rule follower and someone that respects authority, I would expect that she would engage and not be rude or ignore an authoritative figure. My issue resides in the fact that when she reported this to someone, it was essentially ignored, when she should have been the very first person that was spoken to the following day. Just to be clear, had she have been, I would have never said a further word. But the problem is that I know you mishandled the situation. In addition, you have a section in your policy around retaliation which states, retaliation against students or school personnel who report harassment or participate in any related proceedings is prohibited. The fact that my child, as well as her father and I, have been treated differently since the incident by administration is retaliation, as well as additional issues of retaliation, which I'm not able to disclose because those parties are afraid of retaliation. In addition, directly out of the Title IX manual, Section 7, Part B, confidentiality, was directly violated. It states, and I quote, "In all cases, a school should discuss confidentiality standards and concerns with the complainant initially." This obviously never happened, as the complainant has never been spoken to. I want to be clear, I have not received one single phone call, email, or correspondence from the administration at Giles High School regarding this matter, nor has my husband, but somehow it is still being talked about, and somehow it's being made out to be my child's fault for the additional issues that you all are having with this individual. This is called victim blaming, and I will not stand for it. I am asking you all stated how uncomfortable the situation made her. Moving forward, I sincerely hope that my child's name does not come out of any of your mouths unless it's to congratulate her on her accomplishments.
Thank you. Next we have Miss Sabrina Gautier.
I'm Sabrina Gautier, and I'm coming here to ask a question. About 2 years ago, Mr. Argas, I don't know if you can answer this or not. Somebody needs to answer it. Are you still planning on taking the CBI special ed to Giles High School?
It's a conversation we need to have with Ms. Morris. I've not had that conversation. We haven't discussed it.
Well, it needs to be discussed because it needs to be stopped. Because going back to what Bendy says about taking these kids out of their own environment, I have talked to someone in Richmond. You can move the CBI to Giles all you want to, but those kids do not have to go. And you will have to accommodate them at Naris all the way. All the classes will have to be the same. You'll have to provide a teacher. And so, I mean, it's going to be an added expense. While we still have it now, there is no sense in even trying to do it, because I will advocate for these kids and I will tell all the parents who they need to speak with. They do not have to go. They can stay at their home school. And if your director here is overwhelmed and can't handle the students, then somebody needs to get her an assistant. And that needs to be done. If she is going behind people's backs, I don't know if you know it, but I do know for a fact she's calling people and telling them she's taking the students out of the IEPs. You can't do that without testing them. And she's done it. And she's been doing it for 2 years. And it's going to stop. These kids that need the IEPs and need the 504s, they best be left alone. So I'm telling everybody here and everybody watching, anything they need to know, it is against the ADA, it's discrimination, and it needs to stop. She needs to stop calling parents and telling them, I'm taking them out of the IEP, they don't need them. It better stop. Then I also have another question on the TDAP and the DTAP. One is a kid's dose and one's an adult dose. When you're 10 or 11, you go to get the adult dose. When you have the 5 doses at age 5, you do not need another one for 10 years. Go on the CDC website, look it up. Go on the FDA, look it up. If someone wants to get a booster, that's their option, but you do not have to get this at age 10 and 11. Now, at age 15, 16, yes, you can. That'll be the 10 years. But if you've had your, up to your limit at age 5, TDAP and DTAP, it's the same dose, and once you take one, it's good for 10 years, and I advise everybody to look it up, because mine are coming up, and they're not gonna be forced to get it.
Thank you, Ms. Gautier. All right, and then now the last one we have is Catherine Robertson.
Do we want to talk about this here?
Yes.
Well, if it's,
Excuse me?
I don't start the clock yet.
I'm not. Wouldn't start until she
If it's something that you want to address the board about that you don't feel comfortable discussing in public, then we need to figure out a way to do that. I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot if it seems like you are kind of reluctant to do it.
I'm trying to save the integrity of the school and of Harrisburg and of.
I just.
But, I mean, it might as well be heard, I guess.
Okay.
This is my granddaughter here, Clover. She's autistic. She was diagnosed in 2022. I knew I was in trouble with the school when, at orientation, when I told them she would need a special ed bus. She has elopement issues. She can get upset and run, different things, and I knew that the big bus might be a little too much for her, and I thought the first year maybe we might want to go special ed. I was told immediately to my face, no, we feel like she can ride the regular bus, and I thought, how would you know that? You just met her. But they insisted, and I said, the bus driver's probably going to have to chase her. Well, that's what happened. He had to park the bus. She ran him. She was confused, and I called that morning. I said, listen, she's going to be confused. You need an aide or someone on there with her. He had to park the bus, chase her down. The words were drag her back on the bus. He said she screamed until just before she got to my house, and she just passed out asleep. I was concerned because if the bus driver had not told me it happened, I would have never known. The school never called me, never told me. It was kind of like they didn't want to hear, and I would have never said I told you so, but time after that, they still would not give her a special ed bus. Said it was not going to happen. He had to take her back to the school. They had to call me and tell me to come and get her. Still no change. I had called repeatedly the first week. Well, I don't feel I was being a nuisance, but that's how they saw it. I called because I realized somehow they were not very informed about Clover, and there was a lot of things they needed to know in order to keep her safe for their benefit as well as for her benefit. And the special ed teacher would not call me back. The principal would not call me back. Nobody called me back. I'm going through Sherry in the office, who is anything but nice, my experience. Finally, after calling the school board, I think Amanda Tickle finally called the principal, and she called me. And I said, listen, we've got to meet. You guys have to have this information. So we did finally meet. This is more than a week after school had started. And I walked in and I told them, I said, I get the feeling that parents, that you don't want or feel like you need anything I have to tell you. That you just want me to hand over my child and let you do your job. That's how I put it. She said, that is essentially how we feel. I said, when did parents and teachers stop being best friends in the best interest of the kids? Mind you, I haven't had a kid in public school for several years now. I have my granddaughter there. Anyhow, as time went on, Clover started begging not to go to school. She looked fearful. She started doing, I noticed some anxiety tics that she used to have that we had gotten past, picking her toenails, fingernails off, restless sleeping, begged me not to go to school. I'm scared, I'm scared. I know I'm leaving a lot of issues out, but IEP time come up. We talked up an IEP where they were real, calling me a couple times a day, have you signed that IEP yet? Have you signed that IEP yet? I said, there are a few changes I would like to make to this IEP. I'm not in total agreement with it. I was told that I was not the only one making the choices. And furthermore, when I had expressed, I'd sent them a little video, a Temple Grandin video.
If you could try to conclude here, I don't want to cut you off, but.
Okay, I'll get to the point. When I wasn't getting the answers or cooperation from anyone that I needed, recently, Clover's last day at Macy's was Monday. After hearing the recording that was provided to me about her from her last day at school and how she was talked down to, humiliated by staff, one particular teacher, I've never seen her name. Supposedly, what we've been told, her name's Miss Trainer.
Please don't say that.
Okay, sorry, it's my first meeting. It was terrible. It'd make you cry if you heard it, of how she was taken out of the class for doing nothing. My question still is, where was my child? Who was with her when she was removed from class? I've asked for an aide for her. I know that she sits in the hallway by her kindergarten class and cries until the door is unlocked. That's where she feels safe.
And I think if you could just kind of wrap it up, and hopefully somebody from administration, if we haven't, I mean, from here, if you haven't talked to anybody from here, hopefully they can follow up with you.
We would like someone who can listen to this recording. We do have.
Well, and again, we hopefully you'll please follow up with Miss Tickle, and she might get you to somebody that can listen to it. Okay. I appreciate you coming and.
Okay, I would have talked privately, but.
Well, I understand. I think we're getting into areas that would be probably better that they deal with it, and and let. If people have issues that's come up tonight, let me just say, reach out to us. I mean,
I called too.
that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. I'm saying that in general. I mean, we're elected to listen to you. We want you to go through proper channels, but if you feel like it's falling on deaf ears, that's.
It's hard getting through the secretaries.
Yeah. We've got some good ones. All right. I appreciate y'all coming and speaking. So, consent items. That's the next item on the agenda, which include meeting minutes from the third work session, October 16th regular meeting, bills, payroll, revenue and expenditure reports, appropriation requests, the approval of the field trips, approval of the advisory committees. So if I could get a motion to approve those consent items.
Make a motion.
Second.
All right, a motion is second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Passes unanimously. All right, Dr. Arbogast?
Thanks, sir. I have some personnel items I need to ask the board to approve at this time. First off, I need to ask the board to approve the following volunteer agreements. Kyle Chafin, Giles High School boys basketball. Matthew Sadler, Giles High School track. Shauna Hagan, Narrows High School basketball manager. Kirsten Schrader, Narrows High School girls basketball. Elisa Bishop, Narrows High School girls middle school basketball. Brian Pattison, Narrows High School boys basketball. And Jeremy Hagerman, Giles High School wrestling.
All right. Can I get a motion to approve the volunteer agreements as presented by Dr. Arbogast?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Second.
All right. Any discussion? All right. All in favor say aye. Aye.
Need to ask the board to approve the following athletic coaching contracts. Stephen Malik, Giles High School boys basketball JV head. Chris Collins, Giles High School boys basketball middle school head. Todd Gwynn, Narrows High School head girls middle school basketball. Maggie Booth, Narrows High School head girls JV basketball coach. Bradley Sutphin, Narrows High School head girls basketball. Dakota Schrader, Narrows High School assistant girls basketball. Chris Stevers, Giles High School JV football assistant. Jerry Hagerman, Giles High School wrestling assistant. Abby Taylor, Narrows High School JV basketball chair and varsity basketball chair. Derek Reed, Narrows High School assistant boys varsity basketball. Brock Lust, Narrows High School head boys middle school basketball. Roger Shepard, Narrows High School head boys JV basketball. Patrick Kelly, head boys basketball, Narrows High School. Todd Mann, Giles High School boys varsity head basketball. Lindsey Ratcliffe, Giles High School swim. Amber Bradley, Giles High School girls head basketball. Kelsey Lucas, Giles High School girls varsity head basketball. And Daryl Lucas, Giles High School girls basketball assistant.
I'd like to abstain from this vote due to a conflict with family members and concerns over certain personnel, please.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the athletic coaching contracts as presented by Dr. Arbogast?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
No motion in a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right. 4-0 with Ms. Gwen, one abstention.
Need to ask the board to approve the following resignations. Emma Tawney, Mason McClary teacher assistant, that's effective October 29th.
All right. Dr. Arbogast has presented that one resignation. Do I have a motion to approve it?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Right. Motion is second. Any discussion? All right. All in favor say aye. Aye. Unanimous. All right.
Need to ask the board to approve the following employment. Mark Husband, Narrows High School ITRT.
Do I have a motion to approve Mr. Husband as NHS ITRT?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
A motion is second. Any discussion?
Oh.
All in favor say aye. Aye.
Need to ask the board to approve the following termination. Employee number 5213, that was effective November 4th.
Do I have a motion to approve the termination of employee 5213?
I'll make a motion. Second.
A motion is second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye.
This time I need to ask the board to approve policy revisions that we've been discussing. We've talked about the cell phone policy and we've talked about the exam policy for the last probably 2 months, a month and a half. So at this time, I need to ask the board to approve the draft cell phone policy, which needs to become effective January, and the exam policy to become effective immediately.
Can I get let's start separately with the draft cell phone policy. Can I get a motion to approve the draft cell phone policy effective January 1, 2025?
So moved. Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Unanimous. All right. Can I get a motion to approve the exam policy effective immediately?
So moved.
Second.
All right. Motion second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Unanimous. Please keep going.
Have some information to share with board members, updates and that sort of thing. Enrollment as of yesterday, November 13th, our enrollment was 2,148. That's a decrease of 10 since I shared this number with you at the last meeting. 2,139 in person and 9 virtual in county. We also have 1,385 stride students for a total of 3,533 students overall. I want to take the opportunity to recognize our teachers of the year for each of our schools. Congratulations to each of them. They are as follows. Narrows Elementary Middle School, Chrissy Dunn. Eastern Elementary Middle School is Christy Gordon. Macy McClarity is Lori Boswick. Narrows High School is Mark Middleton. Giles High School is Mandy Seaberger. And Giles Tech Center is Heather Matlock. So congratulations to all of them. We're doing this, you're probably thinking a little bit earlier than normal. We are doing it a little bit because we have to have information submitted to DOE by February 3rd. So we want to make sure that we give the Ms. Tickles out recording individuals now, lessons during class, so they can be provided to the committee, so we can choose an elementary and a secondary teacher of the year, and then those two individuals will be interviewed by the committee to determine the county teacher of the year, so we can get that process moving forward.
Can you repeat what that last name was?
Heather Matlock.
Thank you.
Want to recognize Nares High School. Nares High School, want to congratulate them. They received a 2024-25 Board of Education, State Board of Education Continuous Improvement Exemplar Award in Graduation and Completion Index and Dropout Rate. So congratulations to them. I think we announced this a couple of weeks ago, but again, I wanted to make sure I publicly announced them. We received a certificate to provide them, and we'll make sure that we provide them either at a board meeting, or we'll deliver to them and take it to them and deliver to them in person. Also want to congratulate Nares High School. They received a $2,000 donation from Freedom First. They were recognized in the final Play for Purpose game. So congratulations to them for that. As you know, on October 19th, that Saturday, we had our Ag Day up at the Ag Lab. I want to thank everybody that came out to make that day a very nice day for the community. I want to thank everybody who worked on setting that up, Mr. White, Mr. Townsend, Ms. Gwaltney, Ms. Dudding, Mr. Williams. And I'm sure I'm forgetting other people that were there, but I don't want to leave anybody out. But again, I want to thank everybody for setting that up, because it was a great activity for the kids and the community to be there and come out and see. So
You're welcome.
thanks everybody.
Good day. It was a good day.
Yesterday, what was yesterday, wasn't it? Laptop?
Yes.
Yes.
If today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday, let's make sure. Yesterday, we, in collaboration with AT&T, 100 students, that's 20 from each school, received a laptop. So we want to thank AT&T for this opportunity, for coming to Giles County and doing that for our students. They also contributed $5,000 to our Kindness Closet and our Wave Haven programs at the two high schools. 5,000 total. We'll split. They donated that to the division, and they also provided funding, a check of $8,000 to the Giles County Christian Mission for recovery relief from Hurricane Helene. So want to thank them for that opportunity, that generous donation, and providing the laptops to our students to continue to advance technology and having access to the internet for our students. Also that's Garrett McGuire from AT&T, and Terry Durkin from Delegate Ballard's office joined us, and Josh Hess from Congressman Morgan Griffith's office also joined us. So I want to thank everybody for being there yesterday. It was a great morning, and to provide those. The kids had a good time, I believe. Had a reception afterwards, and it was really great to see them, because I think they were really excited about that. I want to recognize both theater departments from Nares High School and Giles High School. Congratulations to Nares High School Theater Department. They were the Region C one-act play champion. Giles High School Theater Department, want to congratulate them. They received second place in the Region C one-act play. So congratulations to them. Also, congratulations to Maddie Havens from Giles High School. She was one of four top best actors, as well as Kira Estes and Jaden Porter. They were honorable mentions. So congratulations to them, and good luck to them as they both move on to the Super Regional Theater competition. I want to congratulate both volleyball programs at both high schools. Nares High School, the Pioneer District champs. The Giles High School, the MUD tournament champs. Both played in the region semis, and Giles played for the region championship Tuesday evening. Unfortunately, had a hard-fought match with Auburn, but we'll be playing in the state quarterfinals this Saturday at 5 o'clock versus Rural Retreat. So good luck to them as they move forward. And let's see, good luck to both football teams as they move on to regional play as well tomorrow evening. There is host Perry McClure. Giles travels to George Wythe, so good luck to them. And I want to recognize Giles FFA. They held the last Tuesday. They hosted the Virginia FFA 4-H State Soils Competition. So we had several students that were recognized. I want to recognize those students at this time. Colton Moy, 3rd overall. Parker Newville, 7th overall. James Baden, 9th overall. Leighton Dunning, 10th overall, and they were 2nd place overall 4-H senior team. There were several first-time soil evaluators. Carson Campus, Cameron Cromer, Colin Newble. They were 8th place overall FFA team. And we had 2nd place overall FFA junior team. Camden Moy 1st place, Elisa Saunders 8th place, Randy Campus 12th place, and Bree Blankenship 13th. So congratulations to those students for that recognition.
I understand we had over 100 students participating.
That's incredible.
And our team said it's Oklahoma if it's
Just get it to us.
We felt the wink up here.
And also, just to recognize two of the Giles County Public School students that are both members of the Giles Craig 4-H and Giles FFA for the work that they've done over the past year and at the State Fair of Virginia and showing livestock. Evie Dudding, a student at Eastern, and Leighton Dudding, a student at Giles High School. Congratulations to them for all their recognition. I have that here, kind of highlighted. I'll pass that around, let you review that so that you see that as well. But congratulations to both those.
Bigger font next time, please.
I apologize. That's what. Did you? Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So just want to recognize them for all their work and hard work that they've done showing livestock and being recognized for their work in that.
Mr. Chairman, let's give them all a hand.
All I have until we go to closed sessions.
I guess it's time for board member comments and put Mr. Williams on the spot again. Let him go off first.
Well, it's just really good to hear all the good things that went on the past month at the high schools, grade schools. We're going to talk to you about any of these other issues tonight. Lights, and some of the other things.
We can, or if we can do it tonight or work session, whichever.
What are we going to do another work session?
Pardon me?
What are we going to do another work session?
I guess why don't we hold that stall? Let's go ahead and get dates because we've got to do that.
I did have that on, and I did not ask.
We'll do that and get back to you.
I'm assuming school board meeting that you want to do it on December 19th at 4:30. That's a Thursday. That's the third Thursday.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
December 19th.
I won't be here tonight. Take it to the 18th.
All right, on the 18th.
That works. Does the 18th at 4:30 work for everyone? That works for me.
4:30, I heard that.
So the next board meeting will be December 18th at 4:30. When do you want to schedule the next work session? I assumed December 3rd.
I've got court that morning. I could do the 4th.
I can't do the 4th.
How about the 5th? Anybody do the 5th? Can y'all do the 5th? 9 a.m. again?
I've got a meeting, but I don't have to go that
Do
week.
December 5th. Okay.
I'm home boss now. I go over.
December 5th.
December 5th, 9 a.m.
And we'll have our meeting with the two board supervisor members on December 4th at 1 o'clock.
Okay. Say work session 18th.
School board meeting the 18th, work session the 5th.
December 5th, the work session.
These lights, we got requests from there, they're pretty adamant they need help down there at Harris High School. Like they done a study the other day, vehicles one day speeding.
I think, I talked to a council member last night. I think we go ahead and get the quotes and have it ready for us to look at, unless anybody has.
It's 5 of them. From what we were told.
5 of them.
5 lights.
Well, get the quotes. We'll talk more about the details, but I think, get full quotes that we could act on it, and if we need to, we'll discuss it then more, unless,
I just think we need to, it's a pretty big safety issue there.
And my understanding was that they have committed to, enforcing. That was my concern. You can put up whatever you want, but if nobody's writing any tickets, it's not really a deterrent.
Another thing, I hope that we would go ahead and authorize the superintendent, we had the gun safety lock training from the folks last meeting. I think it's a good program. I think if we can make that happen at all in our system, it'd be a great thing.
What's the next step?
I think we had to authorize him to be able to talk to.
We would need to bring a resolution to you all at the next. Do you want to give it a draft resolution at the next work session?
Get a draft resolution, just talk to them, I guess we're authorizing you, unless anybody has any objection, to continue further discussions with them.
I think it'd be a good program. We can save one kid from putting hands on a gun and it's working. Still, a couple other issues. I just talked to Mr. McClarney, and he said that, did we get things cleared out with the town on the Ag Lab Road?
I've not heard any more from town of Parisburg.
We've got it to them, and they're.
Yes, they've got it.
Bob estimated it to the town of Parisburg, and we're waiting to hear back from them.
Mr. McClarney seemed to think that the Public Works crew would have enough time to do that one if we get it approved right away. And then the baseball field at Harris High School, if we're gonna do it this fall, we'll be trying to get on with it. I tell them, Mr. Buckland, the line plane has agreed to, they'll haul all the excess dirt away. They'll take it off. So that was the issue before. Someone put all that dirt.
That's great.
But the line plane says they'll take it off. They'll pay for hauling it. Take it off. So we can either see if Public Works has got time to do it, or either try to let a contractor do it there. Mr. Cumby in Pembroke, he showed he would help us with it if we wanted him. We'll try to do that. We ought to do it this fall so we can get it seeded and they can use it next spring.
Let's get these projects. Let's get them rolling. Especially if the county's got time to do that road. That road would be really good to get in before spring, spring sports and everything. And the study would probably like it too.
I have done, we walk up, I have no need for the road. I drove to Switzerland on the road.
I thought you needed a van. I thought you needed a van.
Well, now we don't have to walk. I'm sorry, I'm getting used to the news.
I guess all, Mr. Buckland.
All right.
Well, there's a lot for us to be thankful for and congratulate all of the teachers of the year. I was caught off guard by us doing that so early, but I love that so that we can celebrate these folks throughout the remainder of the school year. And that's quite a list of impressive humans. So congratulations to everyone who was chosen for a teacher of the year at the respective school. lots to be thankful for with the AT&T donation that come in. I got to go and be a part of that ceremony, and seeing the kids who were drawn, getting to run up and get that laptop, and just the excitement, and the parents who came to observe. I mean, that was just a really great donation, not only from the laptops, being able to help our kids in their education, but for the donations that they made to the Wave Haven and the Kindness Closet and the Mission. That's going to go so far in our community. So I'm really thankful for that. And the NHS thing that they won, the Play for Purpose, that is so cool. I watched a lot of that on Facebook, and if there's anything that our NARIS folks know how to do, is to rally and build community and like get a lot of momentum going. So that was really awesome. I love all the stuff that's going on with the theater departments and all their successes, and congratulations to the fall sports teams who've made it into their playoffs. Good luck as you get into championships. I say that to say we have a lot to be proud of in this district, a lot to be proud of that our teachers do, that our students are accomplishing, that that's really impacting a lot of lives. But what I hear tonight is that we have a lot of things that we need to do better and that we need to dive deeper on. And so I want to just hold us all accountable, all of us that are up here, but anybody else in the public who wants to come and talk to us about concerns, like call our phones are public, call us. I want to hear about what you're concerned about and what your problems are. And I just know that the potential of our district, we haven't even reached our full potential yet. There's so much more that we can do to continue to improve. And so I don't want to dismiss all that we're thankful for and all the things that we have to be proud of. But I want to acknowledge that, there are things that we can continue to do better. And I think we have to push ourselves to do those things better. So, and I am so happy to have these little ones up front, and it's made my whole night. I feel like I'm at home. So that's it. That's it.
She's only 10 months.
I love it. I'm done. Yeah, she's doing great.
As always, I'd like to thank Dr. Arbogast, Brown, Miss Mustang, and Amanda for all the hard work they do. And of course, everybody that has anything to do with our school system. Thank you for making a successful school year so far. I'd just like to echo what Ms. Price said, and congratulations to all the people, kids that won awards and all the fall sports. Just keep up the good work. We got another month and a half for New Year to get to.
Can we come back to me now that he's done? Because I have one more thing that I want to say. And I meant to say this, but I didn't jot it down. For anybody who had a chance to attend any of the school's Veterans Day celebrations this year, I had the privilege of observing the one at Macy, and it was so well done. I was impressed with how our students got up and spoke, the recognition that was given to our veterans and those still in the armed services. And so it was just really phenomenal as somebody who is in a military family to see that recognition done in all of our schools. And so if you had a chance to be there, I hope you enjoyed it too. But if not, thank your schools. They really did a great job. Sorry, now I'm really done.
Okay. Congratulations to Colton again. I think I've seen Colton out in the public more here in the last couple of weeks. So great job, Colton. Really proud of you. It's nice to get to honor our students when they do great things. But thank you. And thank you guys again for all that you do for the school system. I appreciate it. And especially thank you to our bus driver and our cafeteria. I love that we get to recognize them, because sometimes we don't think about things like that. And they do a great job. They keep things going. They feed our kids. That's a big thing. There's a lot of kids in the county who, that's what they get to eat. They go home and sometimes that's it. So thank them for the hard job they do, and our transportation, getting our kids to school. And I want to thank everybody for coming out and speaking tonight. I know that's not easy. A lot of people don't come out and talk, and I appreciate that. Good, bad, whatever. And I thank you for that, because I know when you get up and speak, it's on your heart. So I do. I appreciate the time that you give, and I love to see people come into our school board meetings. Sometimes we're here and there's nobody here. So it's really nice that people come out and see what goes on behind the closed doors and stuff. And But other than that, good luck to our teams tomorrow night, Nares and Giles, and the volleyball team. Giles goes on, and so I wish them luck, and hopefully they can get some hardware. But other than that, that's
I want to thank everyone that's here. I appreciate you coming and expressing your views and your concerns. And I'll reiterate what Nicole said. And I've said the meeting before last, if you run things through channels, but if you're not getting it, we're here to listen and listen to your concerns. That's what you elect us for. And we'll do the best that we can do. I want to, Colton, young man, you're making everybody in the county proud. Emily and Scott, you raising a fine young man there. A little bit I've been around him outside of with some other kids. He's a fine young man. Ms. Duddy, thank you for all you do with the FFA and everything, and helping promote the ag programs. You're doing a great job with that. Again, all the sports teams that are doing well, appreciate that. Good luck to everybody that's advancing in the playoffs, and may they survive and advance some more. Also, want to thank Delegate Ballard for coming. Was it Friday? Last Friday, he went to Nares Elementary and spoke to Mr. Mann's government class, and that was entertaining watching him be on the hot seat. Some of the questions that were asked. And then he went to Nares High School, looked at the STEM lab, looked at the business law class, and presented the track team, the 4x400 relay team, with a certificate there or commendation from the General Assembly. And went to Giles. I had to duck out there with some other commitments, but I do appreciate him coming through and spending time with our kids and seeing what's going on in the school system, and all the support the General Assembly has provided us especially the last few years, monetarily. So, and with that, I guess that will close our comments. Before we go in closed session, let's go into recess to make sure that we can talk with someone, just to make sure that they want to proceed whichever way they want to proceed.
We've got other things we got to talk about in closed session anyway.
Okay. We'll be in recess for 2 minutes.
Need a drink? You think I got time to get a drink? You think I got time to go get a drink?
I think so.
I feel like I can go drink. You want a drink?
Yeah, I would.
What you want me to get you?
Anything.
Water or something else?
I got a diet drink, anything.
I'm good, thank you.
I got some. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're back in session. We need to go into, all we're talking about is personnel issues. Okay. I need a motion to go into closed session pursuant to the Virginia, Freedom of Information Act, and, close meeting, statutes to discuss personnel.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion second, any discussion?